This is Masinloc School on the Air in collaboration with Servicion Putog Radio, DWSP 101.5 News FM. Our teacher broadcaster for this hour, Teacher Ivy E. Gonzalez of Inhobol Elementary School.
What a wonderful day to all learners! I am Teacher Ivy E. Gonzalez, Teacher 3 of Inhobol Elementary School, your teacher in Mathematics 4, Quarter 4, Week 5. You are now listening to Masinloc School on the Air in collaboration of DWSP 101.5 News FM. Handang isip, handa bukas! Before we begin, please be ready with your module, paper, and ballpen. Education is the ability to listen to almost anything without losing your temper or your self-confidence, by Robert Frost. Are you ready to listen, kids? Our topic for today is about collecting data and organizing data. You already know how to solve routine and non-routine problem involving the volume of a rectangular piston. This time, you will feel great after doing the activities in this module. After going through this module, you are expected to collect data on two variables using any source. Number 2, organize data in a tabular form and present them in single, double, horizontal, or vertical bar graph. Let us answer first the part of what I know on page 2 of your module. Are you ready, kids? Directions. Study the pictograph and then answer the questions that follow. Write your answer on a sheet of paper. The farmers in Barangay Taal are busy harvesting their palay. The number of sacks are shown in the pictograph below. Note, each sack of palay stands for 5 sacks. Use the information provided to answer the questions. Number 1. How many sacks of palay did the farmers harvested on the first day? A. 7 sacks. B. 14 sacks. C. 21 sacks. D. 30 sacks. Correct. The answer is D. 30 sacks. Number 2. What day did the farmer harvested the most palay? A. Day 1. B. Day 2. C. Day 3. D. Day 4. The answer is A. Day 1. Number 3. Which days did the farmer harvest the same amount of palay? A. Day 1 and Day 2. B. Day 2 and 3. C. Day 3 and 4. D. Day 1 and 4. Yes, the answer is B. Day 2 and 3. Number 4. What is the difference between the numbers of sacks of palay they harvested on day 3 and 4? A. 1 sack. B. 5 sacks. C. 10 sacks. D. 15 sacks. Yes, the answer is B. 5 sacks. Number 5. How many sacks of palay in total did they harvest in all? A. 17 sacks. B. 35 sacks. C. 50 sacks. D. 85 sacks. Very good. The answer is D. 85 sacks. If all of you got 5 correct answers, it means you are now ready to our new lesson. Very good, kids. Lesson 1. collecting data on two variables using any source. This module presents lesson about collecting data. You will learn how to collect data. For this, you can conduct a survey in your class by asking different persons about their favorite color, pet, flower, and etc. to make a list or to record their answers. Grade 4 kids, what's in? Do you remember how to solve routine and non-routine problems involving the volume of a rectangular prism? Let us have a review. Directions. Read and solve the problem. Write your answer on a sheet of paper. A children's swimming pool is 12 meters long, 9 meters wide, and 2 meters deep. How many cubic meters of water can it hold? Number 1. What is asked in this problem? Yes, the amount of water the swimming pool can hold. Number 2. What are the given facts? Yes, the given facts are 12 meters long, 9 meters wide, and 2 meters deep. Number 3, what formula are you going to use? Correct! V equals L times W times H. Number 4, write the number sentence. Yes, the number sentence is V equals 12 meters times 9 meters times 2 meters equals N. And number 5, we are going to solve it. V equals 12 meters times 9 meters times 2 meters equals 216 cubic meters. Very good, kids! Hello, everyone! How are you today? We are going to learn about collecting data. But before that, let us know the meaning of data. Data is the collection of numbers gathered to give some information. The gathering of this kind of information is what we call collection of data. Collecting data is very useful. It gives us some information. How many of you have pets at home? What pet do you have at home? Let us find out what is the most favorite pet of the children in grade 1. Let us ask them. Number 1. How many pupils love dog as a pet? Let us count. May, Ato, Nora, JM, Lina, Ace, Ina, and Bea. Good job! There are 8 pupils who love dog. Number 2. How many pupils like cats? Let us count together. Rain, Rick, Micah, Ron, Mike, Leia, and Ton. Very good! There are 7 pupils who love cats. Number 3, how many pupils have a pet that is not a dog or a cat? Again, let us count together. Lisa, Pat, Mac, Paul, and Tony. That's right! There are 5 pupils have pet that is not a dog or a cat. Remember, kids, we have the following steps in collecting data. First, create a question about their favorites. Then, Make a survey or ask same set of questions from different persons. Lastly, record your answers or results with tally marks. What do you call the list of pets made by the pupils? It is called data. The data gathered is what we call collection of data. How can we get information? By conducting a survey, by asking same set of questions to different persons, and by recording their answers. Let us continue what's more. Directions. From the given table below, collect the data about the favorite foods of 15 pupils. Make a tally marks on a sheet of paper. Excellent, kids! You got it! Let us check what you have learned. Directions. Fill in the blank. Choose your answer inside the box. Write your answers on a sheet of paper. Number 1. A collection of facts is called correct data. Number 2, asking different people the same question means blank. Very good, it's a survey. And number 3, gathering data is called blank. Yes, collect. Let us see what you can do. Directions. Analyze the given table below. Then, collect data about the favorite books of 15 pupils in grade 4 class. Make tally marks on a sheet of paper. Very good, kids! You made it! Give yourself a round of applause. This time, we are going to organize the collected data from the previous lesson. We are going to compare and make conclusions from the data using presented tally, chart, and bar graphs. Let us discover what's new. Read the situation. Sir Edgar, a mathematics teacher of Mambog Elementary School, told his class to walk around the school to observe and list down different kinds of trees. He asked them to gather data by counting all the trees that they can see inside the school according to its kind. Here are the trees that were listed down by the pupils. Let us count how many molave, mango, coconut, guava, talisay, and tamarind trees. Then, let us organize the data. This is now the organized data. Why do we organize data? To make it more meaningful and easy to interpret. How? We can show or present this in a tabular form. Though the list of trees that was presented, we can use the tally marks to count how many trees are of the same kind. Look at the organized data in a tabular form below. Let us study the tabular form. What do you see in the first column? Kinds of trees. On the second column, what do you use in counting the number of times the trees were listed? Tally marks. On the number column, shows the total number of trees. Why do we have to organize data? We organize data so that it will be easier to compare and make conclusions. How do we organize data? We have steps in organizing data. First, create the column, then list down all the data on the first column. Then, use tally marks in counting the number of times the trees were listed down. Lastly, write the total number of response from the given tally marks. From the tally chart or tabular form, we can also present this in a form of a bar graph. Bar graphs are presentation of data, quantities, or number using bars or strips. These are used to compare and contrast numbers, frequencies, or other measure of distinct categories of data. They have an x-axis, which is the horizontal, and y-axis, which is vertical. We have kinds of bar graph. Number 1, vertical bar graph. A graph that visually displays data using vertical bars going up from the bottom, whose lengths are proportional to quantities they represent. It can be used when one axis cannot have a numerical scale. What is the title of the bar graph? Yes, kinds of trees. What information is placed along the horizontal axis? Very good, trees. How about on vertical axis? Yes, number. Number 2, horizontal bar graphs. Present the data horizontally. It is a graph whose bars are drawn horizontally. The data categories are shown on the vertical axis and the data values are shown on the horizontal axis. This is an example of horizontal bar graph. When you organize the collected data, it is easier to interpret, compare, or make conclusions. Let's answer the questions. Number 1, which tree has the most number? Very good, coconut. Number 2, which tree has the least number? Yes, tamarind. Number 3, what is the difference between the coconut and mango tree? Very good, 4. And number 4, what is the total number of trees in the school? Yes, very good, 30 trees. Learners, what's more? Direction. Do the following on a sheet of paper. Here are the scores of 30 grade 4 pupils in a 10-item math quiz. Construct a tally chart and a bar graph with the given data below. Fill the following tally chart from the data gathered about the scores of the grade 4 pupils in math quiz. From the tally board, present this in a form of bar graph by shading the bar. Now, let us check what you have learned. And now for another activity, directions. Fill in the blank. Choose your answer inside the box. Write your answer on a sheet of paper. Steps in making tabular form, tally marks to organize data. List down all blank in the first column. The answer is data. Use blank in counting the number of times the item was listed. Yes, the answer is tally marks. Find the total tally marks for each item. Record each total per item in the blank column. The answer is number. Blank can be presented in tabular form or a bar graph. Yes, organize data. Blanks are representation of data, quantities, or numbers using the bars or strips. Very good, bar graphs. Good job, kids! Now, try to do the next activity. Which is the overall favorite flower? Yes, the answer is rose. Correct. Number 2. Which is the second favorite flower? Correct. Daisy. Number 3. How many pupils do not like sampaguita? Yes, 20 pupils do not like sampaguita. Now that we are done with the activities, let us answer the assessment. Directions. From the given table below, let the pupils collect data about the means of transportation in going to school. Make a tally chart and bar graph on a sheet of paper. Note: separate the boys from girls in making tally chart and bar graph. Let us check your answer, kids. Well done, grade 4. Your answer is correct. Before we end, I will give you an additional activities. Thank you for listening, learners. Hope you learned a lot today. Again, this is Teacher Ivy E. Gonzalez. Have a nice day, everyone. Take care.